Ethnic profiling. UK places 10 Nigerians on visa watch list. Wow. So it's beginning to appear like the threat of visa ban against Nigerians that have propagated or you know took part in the electoral violence that was just recorded during the elections is no more a joke. So UK has placed 10 Nigerians on visa watch list, or otherwise known as visa ban. Okay, so let's see what they have to say more on that. They also said that attacks and anti-Igbo messages in Lagos are unacceptable. The United Kingdom yesterday said it has placed no fewer than 10 Nigerians on its visa ban watch list for alleged ethnic profiling and undermining democracy during the just concluded general elections. British Deputy High Commissioner to Nigeria, Ben Llewellyn Jones, who spoke in an interview with Nigeria Info FM yesterday, deplored the attacks and anti-Igbo messages deployed by some politicians, especially in Lagos State, to scare away voters from the southeast, saying it was unacceptable. He said many mega cities around the world have recorded huge strides because of their diversity of human capital, and that attacking and preventing non-indigenous from actively participating in the political process would only impede the growth of Lagos State. The envoy, however, declined to name those already penciled down by the UK government, saying the list was growing to accommodate more corporates. We watched very closely. We have a list. We are working through our list, but we don't publish those names. I know people say we should, but we have laws, and the law prevents us from doing that. We said we will do this, and we will do this. And we are gathering the kind of information that will enable us to do this on specific individuals. Yeah. At the moment, the list is between 5 and 10 and is growing. The United States had also imposed visa bans on certain individuals in Nigeria who were deemed to be undermining democracy. Now, after winning his re-election bid as governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu called for unity in the state and condemned attacks fueled by ethnic discord. He said elections should be based on competence and experience rather than ethnicity or religion, adding that the true Lagos spirit is a welcoming and liberal one. Can you imagine? Now, after he has used violence to get to the office, now he's trying to preach peace with the rubbish. That is the truth. What a rubbish. You come to the public, you preach peace, but at the back end, you have your thugs that have been instituted to do the dirty job for you. And then you still come to the public again to condemn the activities of those people. And it will only just end in condemning. You can't take any action. Nobody has been arrested. MC Oluomo and his followers that are due for arrest have not been arrested. And Babajide is preaching peace. Go and sleep. He said elections should be based on competence and experience rather than ethnicity or religion, adding that the true Lagos spirit is a welcoming and liberal one. But the UK envoy said if you live in London, you're a Londoner. A British Pakistan is a Londoner. The British Prime Minister lives in London. My boss, the British Foreign Secretary, is clearly British Sierra Leone and lives in London. They are Londoners. So why is it that people who pay taxes, who work, who provide teachers, who build businesses, who create jobs, who live in Lagos, who happen to be from different ethnicity to some other people are not Lagosians? Of course they are. The strength of Lagos is its diversity, and if Lagos can't be that kind of cosmopolitan melting point of culture and language and all the things it should be, then really how is Lagos going to succeed? People chanting anti-Igbo messages and walking on the street by polling units on elections, okay? On election day is totally unacceptable, not just in Lagos, but also in Enugu and Rivers, where, okay, in Enugu and Rivers, where we had our teams as well and many other places. It was a very much tougher day for voters, which shouldn't be. But we saw people vote in spite of that, which is truly impressive about the elections. I think the right question to people who have been driving this ethnic kind of language would be, when you go to cities around the world like London, what do you see? And when you see the success of those places, okay? Because the success of those places are not built upon division, but upon unity. So I think that people who are still using that kind of language should stop, and the party they represent should be saying to them, stop now. This is not in our name, and you are wrong. He also expressed displeasure over controversial comments made by Femi Fani-Kayode, former Minister of Aviation and Chief of the All Progressives Congress, APC. When asked if there were triggers of violence leading up from the campaign to the election, the UK envoy said he was puzzled as to why Fani-Kayode would make such statement, adding that the APC should have distanced itself from the former minister's utterances. Yes, let's be specific. There were some people like Fani-Kayode, Femi Fani-Kayode. What is he saying and why is he saying it? I don't understand. Okay? Llewellyn Jones said, it is wrong from my perspective that he will speak on behalf of a party and that party does not distance itself from him and say, stop that, doing that. It is wrong to say that. To me, it is really important. People who have said, I am part of a party's press and media campaign. Well, the party itself should say, no, you are not, and you should stop, and we do not agree. I know that some leaders very clearly said we are about unity, and that is good. I encourage that. Okay? The problem is if you get the other people over here who are very clearly associated with the party and giving you another message, and there isn't any kind of calling out of that, what would you take from that as a voter? Okay? So that is exactly what this British High Commissioner and envoy to Nigeria is saying. Okay. Now, first of all, he condemned all the anti-Igbo chants and messages that have been going in Lagos, the ethnic profiling that's going on in Lagos. He even mentioned Enugu State, mentioned River State, where there are people also moved around to see what is happening, and it's actually very terrible. And he went further to call out Fani-Kayode for making some nasty anti-Igbo statements, and the party, which is APC, did not distance itself from it, did not call him out, did not call him to order, and did not caution him that is actually unacceptable. That is what this man is trying to tell us. Okay, so as one who actually keenly observed the election, he has proven that over between 5 and 10 Nigerians have been placed on visa ban watch list, and that the list is still growing. But they won't publish the names because their law will not let them publish the names, even though people want them to publish the names. Okay, but the thing I see in UK, they are very, very political and very, very cunning. That is the truth. Now they say their law does not allow them to publish the names. So how do we believe that they are actually compiling names? How do we believe that they have actually placed some of those names on visa ban or visa ban watch list? Because the difference between placing names on visa ban and placing names on visa ban watch list, it means that you just pencil their name down. You have not placed them on visa ban yet. You are just watching whether you should do that or not. So it's very, very political statement, and which is not encouraging. UK has been very, very corny. And I'm sure this is happening because I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago, Aisha Yusufu, the lady that is a key supporter to the Labour Party, called out UK High Commissioner in Nigeria, the lady, for actually saying that the election that was conducted in Nigeria was successful, and Nigeria should appreciate having Tinubu as president-elect. He was called, she was called to order by Yusufu, and we saw that video very well. I'm sure the British government must have called that lady to order to say he shouldn't have said that. And probably that is this statement that this man is saying now, another British envoy, is coming out here probably as a follow-up to correct the impression created by that comment made by the previous lady envoy. Okay, which is good one, but these people are very, very tactical. The truth is that the British cannot have our interest at heart more than we have. Okay, because the more Nigeria get destabilized, the better for them, because our resources will move to them. People will migrate, talent hunt, talent drain. People will move to UK with their money, with their resources, with their talent, and that is how the UK economy is booming. That is true. So all this man is talking to me is still very, very political. He will not have, the UK will never have the interest of Nigeria at heart. And after all, look at Kano have been in prison. Kano is a UK citizen carrying UK passport, but UK cannot come and remove him from the prison. Does that make sense? It doesn't. So let's leave these people and mind our business and do our things, because UK will never be honest. Somebody said British culture is different from Nigeria. Non-indigenous are not allowed to buy land or build in Igbo land. Who told you? Have you gone there and did not allow you? Uselessly and hopelessly poor man, lazy baboon. It is true now. It happened to me. So come and tell us your experience now. How did it happen to you? Sometimes I'm 100% sure that names of people like FFK, Lodo Rabata, MC Olomo, an illiterate, Onanoga, a very foolish man, and their kind have their names on the UK, US visa ban list. This is just the beginning of their shame. Yeah, but what we're saying is that these people are just playing politics with us. They will tell us that they have names. They will not tell us the names. They will not publish them. And they say that on a visa ban watch list, which is different from being on actual visa ban, meaning that still watching whether they should ban them or not. Okay, so all these are political, very, very political statements. And I actually don't see them doing anything. They're just playing with our intelligence. Someone said the Igbos are the problems. They don't welcome non-Igbos from their area, but consider Lagos a no man's land, which is stupid. But how did you know that? Can you bring out any Igbo person that said that Lagos is no man's land? You cannot. Okay? What is so special with the UK that makes the British think banning you from entry is a punishment? Because you don't know. This person probably had never traveled before, or had never traveled to Europe side, probably has been going to Dubai and other Arab nations. That is true. These politicians, some of them are citizens in the UK, some of them have their properties in the UK, some of them have a lot of investments in the UK. UK is where they steal Nigerian money and they go and invest. So there is a lot that is in the UK for these people. That's why placing them on visa ban can actually be a threat to them, because they have a lot of money in the UK, and UK government had the list of those people that have brought political money into the UK. So they will do like they are not seeing you when you're bringing it, but bring it first, come and take it out. They have their names, they have their data, they have their records. So there's more to it than meet the eyes. If you talk of that, the interest is just too much. So, and they know what they're doing. Somebody say you are talking lies. I stay in Aba doing my business in a big way. Okay, owns a building at Okpolo Mobo, Omogasi, Aba. Okay, so this is a Yoruba man saying now he has a property, he lives in Aba and is doing well. So those people that have never left the Yoruba land or left their own community are the people that will be talking all these things. Travel, go around and see what is happening. So that is a bit of what is happening there from the UK envoy, and thank you for listening.